A very good evening to all speakers and participants in the webinar. It's my pleasure to participate in this and share my thoughts. And thanks SaGHAA and organizing co-chairs for the invitation. And having cooperated with SaGHAA for a long time, we say we really appreciate the series of seminars and this webinar as a forum to discuss issues related to the Arctic, the Antarctic, and the Himalayas. Friends, many of the solutions to the challenges facing the humanity today can be found in the ocean, from job creation to energy, health, and nutrition. The potential of the oceans is tremendous. For enjoying the potential of the oceans, we need to keep them clean and the right balance between protection and production. The Arctic ice melt may open further opportunities such as shorter trade routes and increased economic activities in northern waters that previously were covered by ice. Recent discoveries of oil, gas, minerals, and diamonds in the Arctic areas have made the region attractive to countries situated far away. It has also created serious challenges to a fragile environment. Let me briefly talk about how Norway has been managing the Arctic. Our white paper, the High North Vision and Strategies in Norway, in 2011, major recommitment to the Arctic region. The paper presented our country's long-term plans to address the challenges and capitalize on the opportunities emerging in the Arctic. And we are now updating this strategy in a new white paper, which will come at the end of this year or beginning of next. Norway takes an ecosystem and science-based approach to sustainable resource management. Integrated management plans are among our most important tools, and our ultimate ambition is a comprehensive management approach that facilitates long-term value creation while sustaining Arctic ecosystems. Noting that the nation's blue economy has been important for centuries, in June 2019, our government has released an updated ocean strategy. This provides both a status report on Norway's ocean policy and a charge course for the future. Norway's experience of combining protection and production, from fishing to shipping, strengthens our belief that sustainable use of the ocean is possible. Regional cooperation is essential to ensure that Arctic industrial progress does not come at the expense of living marine resources. Fisheries in Barents Sea are managed by Norway and Russia in close cooperation within the framework of Joint Fisheries Commission. In recent years, this commission has devoted considerable attention to combating illegal, unregulated, and unreported fishing. The Arctic today is a region characterized by peace and stability. For decades, the 8 Arctic states have successfully cooperated on specific issues based on common interest and respect for international law. Unlike many other regions in the world, there are no significant territorial disputes in the Arctic. This is the result of political choices. Norway and other countries have worked hard to achieve this, and it is something we work hard to maintain. An extensive legal governance framework already applies to the Arctic. Most resources and activities fall under the national and sovereign rights of one of the 8 Arctic states and are managed by the host country on the basis of national legislation and international law. In all sea areas, United Nations conventions on the law of the sea applies. UNCLOS, often called the constitutions of the oceans, establishes clarity and predictability with regards to duties, rights, and jurisdiction for all countries. Non-Arctic states take part in the management of activities in international waters through relevant fora such as the International Maritime Organization, the International Seabed Authority, and regional fisheries mechanisms. Norway welcomes activities in the Arctic from all countries within this established legal framework. In recent years, we've seen a number of Arctic maritime delimitation issues move toward peaceful resolution on the basis of the law of the sea. This prospect of increased economic activity in the Arctic Ocean highlights the importance of clarity when exercising jurisdictional and sovereign rights under the law of the sea. For coastal states, a strong presence will be required to exercise the jurisdiction, sovereign rights, and authority in incredible, consistent, and predictable manner. The Arctic Council is the only circumpolar forum for political discussions at government level and is the central body for cooperation on Arctic issues. It brings together all Arctic states and representatives of indigenous people. The body was established in 1996 as a forum to promote environmental protection, but has since become the leading forum for cooperation on Arctic issues. And Norway supported India in receiving an observer status in the Arctic Council. As rapid climate change has opened new prospects for increased human activity, Arctic states have responded quickly and have agreed legally binding agreements that strengthen cooperation in specific areas. Examples include search and rescue, marine oil pollution, preparedness and response, and science collaboration. In a separate but related development, the 5 coastal states in the Central Arctic Ocean in 2015 agreed on a declaration against unregulated fishing in international waters. The declaration was later developed into a legally binding agreement. To deal with the challenges and to take advantage of the opportunities, Norway continues to believe in effective multilateral cooperation within the framework of international and national law and well-established governance structures. Friends, my colleague Hilde yesterday talked about the long-standing cooperation on polar issues between India and Norway. Polar issues and the Arctic are central factors for Indian-Norwegian cooperation on research and higher education. A number of collaborative projects have been carried out, as well as Indian PhD and master students are studying in Norway. During our Prime Minister Erna Solberg's visit to India in January 2019, a Norway-India Ocean Dialogue was established. We have an interministerial task force on blue economy, and we launched an India-Norway Marine Pollution Initiative. 4 projects in India are being supported by Norway in the field of marine litter and oceans management. In addition, integrated ocean management has been identified by India as a strong thematic element for bilateral exchange and cooperation. I must thank the relevant ministries in India and the NCPOR for interest in collaborating with Norway. As ambassador, I will do my best to further strengthen our cooperation. The year 2020 was set to be a super year for oceans with the conclusion of a new treaty to protect biodiversity on high seas and a second UN conference to advance work on Sustainable Development Goal 14, Life Below Water. However, these processes were slowed down due to the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic. The world is now coming out of this giant lockdown, which has hurt economies severely all over the world. The reopening of the world is an important test for our ability and our commitment to further sustainability. The opening needs to be green, clean, and circular. A peaceful, prosperous, and environmentally sound Arctic is in everyone's interest. To achieve it, we depend on international cooperation. Our legal framework and political institutions are good. What is needed is to further strengthen cross-border cooperation and ensure sustainable use of resources in this fragile, fast-changing part of the world. And in this context, platforms like SaGHAA becomes very relevant. Norway has been and will continue to promote these efforts and remain a responsible, predictable, and cooperative partner in the Arctic. Friends, I would like to conclude my speech with a quote from Pitakalin, Secretary General of the International Maritime Organization. The future of the oceans and our future are inseparable. It's a simple statement, but it means a lot. Thank you.